Take a look at the 5 chairs on your screen right now. But don't just look with your eyes. Look with your soul. Quiet your mind. Don't think about which one is more comfortable or more stylish. Just pause for a moment and feel which one your intuition pulls you toward. This isn't a simple personality test. It's an invitation to listen to that quiet voice inside you, the one you normally ignore. According to the renowned psychiatrist Carl Jung, even our simplest choices are actually whispers from the depths of our soul. They are a reflection of the archetypes hidden within us, of repressed emotions, and of wounds that haven't yet healed. Can a simple choice of a chair reveal the architecture of your soul? Can it hint at your shadows, your need for love, safety, or control? What's about to begin isn't a furniture analysis, it's a psychological map. The chair you choose isn't just an object, it's a symbol, a mirror, a message sent to you from your unconscious. To continue on this deep journey with us and to make more discoveries about your spiritual growth, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. If you're ready, let's begin. Chair 1, the Guardian of Silence. If this is the chair that first drew you in, it's likely that your soul is in search of deep tranquility and inner order. This chair doesn't try to grab attention. Instead, it offers a quiet sense of peace. Jung says that external simplicity often balances out internal complexity. This choice represents a search for peace amidst the inner noise. This is the voice of the observer, or fugitive archetype, the voice of those seeking a calm harbor to take refuge from the storms of emotional chaos. Perhaps in the past, staying silent became your greatest strength. But remember, even absolute tranquility has its price. Isolation, a sense of detachment, and a heart that is always on guard. Choosing this chair might not only signal your need for peace, but also that secret longing to be understood without having to use words. The observer is introspective. They see solitude not as an escape, but as the place where clarity and truth reside. However, this depth can sometimes build a wall between them and their loved ones. If this chair spoke to you, perhaps the next step on your life's journey is to learn how to balance your need for peace with the courage to dive into the sometimes messy but warm flow of human connection. Now let's leave the harbor of silence and set a course for a fortress with solid roots. Chair 2, the Guardian of Traditions, a solid, symmetrical, and timeless presence. This chair attracts souls who appreciate structure, clarity, and reliability. If this is your choice, you likely find peace in things that are proven and stable. This isn't about rigidity, it's about an inner compass. Jung defines this as the realm of the traditionalist or protector archetype. People who resonate with this archetype often grew up in environments where stability was either present and cherished or absent and deeply missed. This chair symbolizes a grounded worldview, one that trusts in frameworks and principles. These people are the cornerstones of traditions and family, the ones who hold everything together when the world shakes. But be careful. When that solid structure becomes armor, it can block out the unexpected and spontaneous joys of life. Behind this preference may lie an anxiety about unpredictability, a fear that if the framework cracks, everything will fall apart. Choosing this chair is an invitation from your soul to ask yourself, does your structure nurture your spirit, or does it confine it? Now let's leave the safe fortress of traditions and take a step toward the richness of inner authority. Chair 3, the Inner Sovereign, luxurious, imposing, and dignified. This armchair calls to those who long for a place of inner validation and importance. If this was your choice, it means you're looking for more than just comfort. Perhaps what you crave is recognition, autonomy, and the rest you finally deserve. This chair channels the archetype of the king or inner father. It symbolizes leadership, control, and the desire to feel whole and valuable. But as Jung often warned, the need to feel powerful is often a curtain that masks deep emotional wounds. Maybe you were unseen in the past, and now you seek to become visible through strength and success. The greatest challenge here is learning to step off the throne and allow yourself to be loved not for your role, but simply for who you are. This archetype creates a space for order and vision, but it also carries the heavy burden of always being the responsible one. For many, this chair expresses a longing to finally rest, to no longer be the one who always gives, the one who is always strong. If this is your seat, perhaps your deepest growth lies in letting go of the illusion of control and allowing others to care for you. Now we move from this realm of quiet authority into a world of vibrant expression and fearless individuality. Chair 4. The creative soul, colorful, bold, and full of character. This chair refuses to blend in. It captures the imagination and energizes the room. If you chose this chair, it's certain that your soul is hungry for expression, freedom, and emotional truth. This is the domain of the divine child, the artist, or the dreamer archetype. It's the chair for those who believe that life should be more than just repetition. Those drawn to this chair have often had to mute the voice of their own creativity in environments that valued conformity. And today, that silenced inner voice is demanding to be seen, heard, and celebrated. But remember, brightness can also be a form of armor. Sometimes we wear the most vivid colors to hide the pain we feel inside. This choice might also reflect a yearning to rediscover joy in its purest form, a desire to reconnect with the innocence and spontaneity often buried under adult responsibilities. Choosing this chair could mean you're not just longing to be seen, but to live fully, unapologetically, and from the heart. If this video is shedding some light on your inner world, consider sharing it with a friend who might need it. Your support truly helps us create more of this kind of thoughtful content. Now let's proceed to our final stop. Chair 5. The Lone Warrior. Simple, raw, and unshakable. This chair doesn't promise you softness, it promises strength. Those who choose it often value emotional independence and are fiercely protective of their inner world. Jung would associate this with the warrior or hermit archetype. These individuals have often faced adversity and emerged from it tougher but more capable. This chair doesn't cradle you, it challenges you. But remember that even the strongest walls can become prisons. Ask yourself, does your strength protect you or does it isolate you? Are you guarding your peace or are you imprisoning your pain? This archetype often emerges in those who had to grow up too quickly, whose emotional environment demanded self-sufficiency at an early age. As a result, vulnerability became risky, and self-reliance turned into both a virtue and a shield. The warrior learns to endure, to push forward, to stay composed even in the midst of internal storms. But this strength can become a script so deeply internalized that the person forgets how to soften, how to lean on others, or how to admit the presence of pain. There is a quiet nobility in those who resonate with this chair. They live by discipline, truth, and endurance, but the silence they carry sometimes hides a longing to be held, to be understood without judgment, to be accepted not in spite of their emotional armor but for the essence beneath it. If you chose this chair, perhaps your journey isn't just about being strong but about learning when it's safe to let that strength rest. Every chair you saw is more than just a place to sit. Each one is a symbol of something living inside you, a need, a defense, a dream, a story. Jung teaches us that symbols are the language of the unconscious, and when we learn to listen to that language, transformation begins. Your choice today was no accident. It was a whisper from your deeper self. Whether you chose tranquility, tradition, authority, creativity, or resilience, you learned something important about who you are and where you stand on your personal journey. What did your chair whisper to you? Share that echo with us in the comments. Your story could inspire others. Make sure you're subscribed to Mindful Sphere for more in-depth, soulful content like this. Until the next video, remember this: the chair you choose doesn't just show where you sit, but where your soul wants to stand up. The better you understand your story, the more deeply you can live it.